Hello friends, very good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders, and myself Bala here. And welcome you all to my YouTube channel. And if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe the channel. And this live session we are going to using our Google Sheet. We are going to find out the option analysis, and also by using our chart pattern, so we can try to find out some opportunities. And anyone who are in the live session right now, can you please let me know my voice and video clear? So we find some trades based on our jackpot Google Sheet. So option entry finder, we find some opportunities yesterday that works well. And very good morning, Jis. Thanks for joining here in this session. Okay, so and before going to see that, we will check the pre-open session. Is there any big changes in the stocks? So let me try to check. Militant Gaming, so good morning. I think you are new to my channel. Thanks for subscribing and thanks for joining this session. And Nifty is flat around the 16.9 is a pre-open positive. And here in Nifty, only Infosys is that top one, almost 0.9%, not more than 1%. And in a downside, we don't get any stocks. Okay, that's good. In F&O list, is there any big changes? Motherson Sumi, LTI Mindtree, and LIC Housing Finance, and even Syngin. So these are all the stocks more than 1%. And LTI Mindtree and Motherson Sumi is more than 3%. Motherson Sumi near about 7%. The chances for a gap up opening. In downside, Bandhan Bank 5%. Dixon. So only Bandhan Bank. Bank Nifty Doji in daily time frame. So let me check it. So Bandhan Bank is the more than 5%, and there is a two stocks in Motherson Sumi and Bandhan Bank and Motherson Sumi. So both more than 5% in Motherson Sumi. It's going to be positive, and Bandhan Bank it is a negative. So okay, so that should be the idea where we find out these are all the stocks is going to be open positives, and we can get some more opportunities. So yesterday we tried PNB, that triggers our target. So I removed it, and Bank of Baroda, that has also be triggered our target. Only HDFC still struggling, and Hero Motocorp yesterday's entry. So we have to wait. Eicher Motor yesterday's entry. So that was triggered, and 40 points. This is also given you such a benefit. And yesterday we find the two levels for a Bank Nifty. Initially the put side which we got it in the almost 250 points, and then call side it given you more than 200 points. So these are all the strike price. And Bank Nifty on daily time frame, what we can go for? Yeah, exact doji, but the huge range. Okay, doji at the top, so at all-time high. So maybe the reversal can be expected below 44,000 or 45,000 below. The lows are exactly 45,000 25 paisa. So from that low, if it is breaks, we can expect a downside move on Bank Nifty. That is a trend reversal that can be possible at highest level, and even continuation also be possible, because right now it has broken all-time high and it is keep on moving higher. Maybe the chances it can be further possible higher, 45,655. So maybe in this range we can expect further days. Okay, but if it is breaks above the level, so we even further chances we can expect upside. Okay, so perfect pattern which forms at the same level. And look at the another pattern which you can find out here after the correction, exact spinning top at the bottom. So from that bottom 39,000, now it is 45,000, almost 6,000 points which increased. So the candlesticks always works better, but where the candlesticks is exactly forming. So that we always use to find the scanners and screeners. Now, okay. Yeah, good morning Shyam, and good morning Jeevan. Thanks for joining the session. Okay, Rakesh, very good morning. After a long time, you are joining this session. Thank you for joining. Today, LTM entry, I'm looking upside. I think you are just taking the stock from free open session, I think. Okay, it's going to be open positive. Okay, LTM entry. And Motherson Sumi also is going to be open positive. Okay, so instead of taking a free open sessions, there's a lot of scanners which I have. And based on that, we can find out also. And after market open also, we have a lot of scanners to find the trades. Let you know. So market is started now. So Bank Nifty 13 points, Bank Nifty 100 point, Nifty is around somewhere around 18 points. The market started now 45,143 inside bar compared to the previous day candle. Okay, so breakout or breakdown. So such a thing which can be expected after the high and low, that should be broken. I think HDFC Bank that got triggered our stop loss. So after that breakout and immediately it fall down, now to break down the stop loss as a positional trade. So Monday it triggers, and some other trades which triggers on recently is about PNB, IDFC, Bajaj Spencer is the re-entry opportunity, and Canara Bank triggered, Bank of Baroda triggered, and this is about a weekly opportunity. We simply find out that weekly entries, and we got it. Weekly opportunities, that always works better. So now market is negative start, but showing you in the pre-open session is about a positive, but overall it started with negative. So let me check this. Whatever the trades which is triggered yesterday, maybe it will be going down slightly because of the due to the negative opening. Maybe around below 45,000 we can expect a downside move. And right now, tomorrow is the expiry, right? So weekly expiry. When it is going to happen right now? Yeah, 6th of July is a tomorrow's expiry, right? So if tomorrow expiry, so maybe market can be in this range, or it will trade in this range. If it is trading in this stage, most of the premium is going to be decay or worthless. So that is also be possible. And maybe breakout only above and the high and low of this particular doji candle. Until we should wait. And still, there is a recovery chances for. Again, SBN is about yesterday's entry. Today, now it is. And Federal Bank looking good. Yesterday is triggered around 7.5. Right now, it is trading around 6.25. And Motherson Sumi 86 call option. It was a gap up stock. Motherson Sumi 86 call option. Yeah, I think it was not triggered. And the lot size is around 7,100. In buyer sellers and volume also be looking good. 5.6 and 6.2, and our entry point is around 7 point. Okay, even though it is opened by the gap up, doesn't give you the opportunity. Okay, so let me wait for this. If it is triggers, and we can go for it. Motherson Sumi. And Colpol is not a liquid one, and SBIN again nearing to that entry. It's about not today's entry, it's about previous day entry. That means yesterday it triggered, and intraday it's given you some benefit. And Motherson Sumi 6.2. We always try to take a new opportunity only after 9:30. That should be the first breakout, and take M63. Canfin Home may not be a liquid one. Reliance, ICICI Bank. Can we take SBI? SBI now? Yeah, if you're having any indicators or something like as well, let me go for SBIN 575, right? Strike price 575. 24, yeah, it started, for example, today it started with open low, right? So even that is having a clue with a positive move. And yesterday's the huge rejection, maybe today's low as a stop loss, or if you want to positional trades, you know well about the stop loss. 575 call option. And 575 call option 24. Right now it's exactly our entry point. Today it started with 22.5. It's about an open low. So there is another clue, no? So even if I am taken that, we can make a small risky with a stop loss below the level of 22.5. If it breaks below the level, so we can exit out from the trade. So open equal to low on today. Previous close also be same. Open low. Maybe the chances for further move should be possible. So let me try. As per positional entry, it triggers our entry bar. Hope you got it. And Jindal Steel is about yesterday's entry. ITC also be yesterday's entry. Hero Motorcorp yesterday. Bajaj Finance yesterday. So SBIN yesterday triggered, and now it is lower. And Motherson Sumi Coal Fall, I think it's not a liquid one. So don't want Federal Bank. It's about yesterday's entry, and that is also be possible. It looks good. Federal Bank. The lot size is big. I think 5,000. It was started with the positive, but it's showing some negative candle. But it is positional trigger which triggers on a Federal Bank 125. That is also be possible. In the Motherson Sumi, even though it is opening gap up, I think it's not opened very huge gap. So let me go for Motherson. Yeah, I think open by gap up and initially it started moving down. So that's the reason you don't get an opportunity. Jindal Steel, I think 590 Jindal Steel. Let's check that. Ah, 40. It's about yesterday's entry. Now it is 40.95. 41. So our breakout point is around 30, and today it made a low 37.4. 37 point. I think it's about a yesterday's entry where it is triggered around 37 yesterday nearby. And when it is triggered, I think this one is about a previous closing hours. We got our entry point triggered. So maybe if it is coming down to the same price, we can try to focus an opportunity. PNB still it is 6 rupees, and IDFC almost 9.85. Yesterday we find that a particular IDFC 104 call option somewhere around 104, and HDFC now both it's down, and HDFC Life, sorry, HDFC which triggers our target, and HDFC Bank which triggers our stop loss. The positional stop loss we got triggered today. Okay, something like that. PNB, Can Bank, Hero Motor. Hero Motor is about previous day entry. ITC also be, and State Bank right now previous entry, and re-entry opportunity. Jindal Steel also be a re-entry opportunity which we can focus now 39.6. Okay, so that should be a opportunity which we can find out. And one more thing, so overall market is very flat now, so it turns positive. Bank Nifty turns positive. That can be helping to Federal Bank and SBI. One more stock, Shriram Transport Finance. Last month is the biggest performer and huge move on the stock. Now it is coming into the scanner, 81% now. So 100% above. Okay, so we have some stocks which is nearing to that. Entry point is about Shriram Finance, and retracement opportunity. Now Bank Nifty turns positive. So what are the strike price if I want to go for a Bank Nifty? Again 45,000, the same strike price. Call option, and I can try to take, and Bank Nifty 45,600 put option. So these are my two strike prices. Both is now trading around 400 level, and this is a rejection, and it one is about 3. Again it's moving higher. So maybe previous day around 434. So again that level is active, and maybe if it has given you another breakout above 494, that should be an opportunity. So we can expect for a breakout. So the same level. So the same level we can now go for 434, and maybe the day low as a stop. Maybe the chances for breakout 434 above. That one we can track. In the mainly using our scanners and screeners, we can find out some other opportunities. 434 now it is day high is 431. SBIN 50 paisa increased. Hero Motocorp 153 right now. ITC Bank of Baroda yesterday's day before Monday's entry, moving well. Canara Bank also be the previous entry. Federal Bank yesterday. Motherson Sumi 6.2 it's showing you right now. ICICI Bank which came into the scanner. So let me wait after 9:30. We can try to take some positions. It's not triggered. Bank Nifty, that strike price which you have selected. And let me add some other strike price. Federal Bank, SBIN. So now it is moving as an intraday. If you are tried around 23.5 or 24, now 1.3 is higher level, 575 SBIN, 575 call option. I think it went up to suddenly 25.3. Now it is trading. So let me add this, or we will find only fresh breakout. Federal Bank is about yesterday's and previous entry. Motherson Sumi. Let me go for Motherson 86. 6.6, and if it is triggers, it should be the fresh breakout. Around 7.2, 7,000 is the large size, and Motherson Sumi is 86 call option 7.2. It's about a fresh breakout. Need to add a call. It started 6.75. Our breakout entry 7.2. So let me track this, but still we are not going to focus any opportunities. Chola Finance 1150, it is about yesterday's entry, already it given you 14 point plus. Chola Finance, I think it's not today's entry, 1150. 64 is the entry point, already it moves up to 78, so almost a 14 point it increased. And if you are trying for this, it may be a retracement opportunity. Better you always trying a retracement opportunity, better you can focus for a fresh breakouts. Okay, if you have missed our entries, try to take a fresh breakout trades that may be going to give you such an opportunity. Like so, a few days back, Monday, I think we are trying ITC, and after that it was lower, and now it is going up. Now you can see Bandhan Bank, which triggers our entry point by the opening itself due to the gap down. And iShare Motor is the yesterday's entry. Those who are watched and tried that iShare Motor, now it is almost 60 points. Even we find that opportunity in our live session. While doing our live, we find out that opportunity on the breakout level, which we find out. I hope you understood. And instead of that, if you are following for a monthly positional, you can use for that retracement. But if you are using for a weekly positional, so fresh breakout only you can focus. That would be always better. Look at that IDFC again came to 10 rupees. Yesterday, we find that one around 7.65. So that kind of even lower level you can try if you find out any opportunities that may be the better one. Okay, so I hope you understood, sir. Federal Bank, I tell you, so this is what an opportunity 7.5. So I yesterday is triggered. Now it is today it lower, I think 127 call option. 6.75 something it's there. Now it is less than our entry point, so we can go for. And what happened in Astral? Where it is Astral in this list? Astral 2000. First of all, if you want to play with that, our advanced strategy, you just look at this Astral 2000 put option which you are going to focus, right? One 123, 126. Okay. So 360 is the large size and the volume is first of all low, and there is a 4 rupees gap between the buyers and sellers. So even though it is a round number and also trading good liquidity, but it is having some volume, but not a big volume. But we consider this one. Once 132.5, if it is breaks, we consider this one. But you need to place a stop loss buy order for that. So slightly liquid and the price is changing continuously, and the buyers and sellers also be there. In the volume 587 to how many contract which is traded. So almost 16 lot, that is 16 lot were traded. Okay. So maybe if you want, you can try 132 above. There is no big changes. If it is triggers, you can go for it. No problem for that. In Chola Finance, 63.5 is about previous entry. I hope you understood. Federal Bank, maybe again retracement opportunity. Okay, so fresh break. Now it's not about fresh breakout. So 7.5. So let me add 7.5. So you can see 7.5 yesterday it given you the breakout, and then it went higher 8.2, and then returned towards 6.4. Now it has started to 7.5. So we always focus for a positional trading, so that works better. So here 7.5 further breakout which we can focus here 7.5. And one more thing, so we find that stock like Mothers and Sumi, we are waiting for a 7.2. These are all the stocks which I taken. In this case, Mothers and Sumi is a fresh breakout, whereas Mothers and Sumi, it's now given you the breakout, I think. Yeah, it started with maybe the chances whether it is given you or not, that we have to check that. 186 call, 7.4 and 7.6. I think maybe the chances it may not given the entry point also, because the first 15 minutes close is somewhere around 6.95. Next to open is simply around 7.4 or 7.5. But only if it is retraced to 7.2, then we can focus for that. And this one is a fresh breakout, but where the Federal Bank is a re-opportunity. But it was initially not moved. Even we can take in the lower level also. Okay, so I think market started positive now. Both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty turns 90 points. And what we are finding an opportunity. This one triggers our entry point around 434, and it went up to 459. So some 20 points. As of now, it is trading 10 points higher from our breakout. Maybe the stop loss which we can keep below 270. That should be the lower level of that particular candle. Maybe a stop loss. Let me wait and you can trial your stop loss. Now Mothers and Sumi exactly triggered, and now it is traded. And look at the, oh my god, that one IDFC 11 rupees now. Okay, re-entry, that we how we find the quality re-entry, so that will always work. So 7 rupees exactly now, the buyers and sellers is the same price, whatever the price which we are tried around 7.2, so it is less than our entry point. Okay, so no problem for that, so we can try this one. PNB 6.45, I think 6.65, that's a huge. Canara Bank, that is also moves. Bajaj Finserv now slightly moving, but Bajaj Finance we are not considering. But Bajaj Finserv, it given me the retracement opportunity. And Bank Baroda now 14, ITC 18, Hero Motor Corp 160, Jindal Steel 39 something. In Chola Finance, previous entry, and it moves on the breakout days. And SBIN around 575, now 24.1. 23.6 now. ICICI Bank will be there in the list. Look at this ICICI Bank. Something 940 call option. That is what on breakout. 930 after. 36.5 exactly at this point. So maybe a nearby entry. 36.5 should be our entry. No. Jindal Steel is not a fresh breakout. ICICI is the fresh breakout. How did you know about Jindal Steel is the fresh breakout? What is our breakout point? What is the strike price? Jindal Steel 590 call option. And this is what yesterday's trade 590, right? What is the entry price? 37 point something, right? Look at the yesterday, it triggers 39.4 around 315 to 330. Okay, that is what yesterday's trigger. It's not a fresh breakout, and it should be a breakout already happened yesterday, and again the same level, but it was happening by the closing hours. Even we can't try, but maybe a positional trade we can do it. But at this point, we are trying to take this one. Okay. So, and ICICI Bank sudden jump around 36.5. Now it is lower, even better opportunity. And what are the stocks? Mothers and Sumi, which triggers today, ICICI Bank, and Federal Bank is a previous entry we are waiting for. Chola Finance 1150. Once the entry is triggered, I think 2 days back or yesterday, not yesterday exactly, maybe on Monday. Let me go to check Chola. Yeah, I think yesterday, 4th of July, and you can see there is a breakout around 64 at this candle. After that, the next candle around the same price, immediately it went up to 78. So almost 15 point it jumps and then returned back. Now it is trading nearby our entry points. So Motherson Sumi, now it is moving towards 20-30 paisa, let's say 7,000. Maybe an intraday breakout or a scalping or even positional, that should be the better one. And Bandhan Bank is the entry triggered, but it wasn't pre-open trigger or the first 15 minutes trigger. Canara Bank, then Bank of Baroda, then Bajaj Finserv, now it is 107. etc. Jindal Steel yesterday's ticket, and Hero Motocorp also be yesterday's ticket, and SBN again same to the same price. Motherson Sumi 7.1, Chola Finance, Federal Bank, and MGL 1060. That is also we can track. Simple opportunity which we are finding for a breakout once the stock is reaching nearby 100%. Okay, 7.45, and ICICI Bank is triggered, and now it is lower 46 and a positional entry. We are going to wait for it. And that one Federal Bank also again coming to that fresh, that is a retracement or a re-entry around 7.5. So Motherson Sumi one which we find. And what's happening here? The Bank Nifty is moving down. So I think a range bound. In the daily time frame which we have seen, it was inside between that candle only, the doji candle. So market is inside between, even though it is a positive candle, but it is exactly inside between the previous one. What happened Nifty? Nifty is about a daily gap up, and today also be a gap up, and now negative. So maybe end of the day we should focus. And this is what on a candle, the Harami candle. Keep on moving higher, and now it is in the top level, all time high. Is there any fresh breakout? Can you able to find out? And this week, the first week of July, we find out a lot of entries, almost 6 to 7 stocks, which triggers our target. One stop loss on HDFC, but HDFC Bank is the stop loss triggered today, but HDFC is targeted trade. But after the target, now it is trading a very lowest level. If you are using for a breakout trades, that is also be possible. Only the fresh breakout you have to focus. If it is breaks that level, and immediately you can try for an intraday or positional trades. And if you wish to take a retracement opportunity, so you can use the charts and other patterns also. You can use, or your one strategy also you can implement here. And this is about a weekly chart and weekly time frame. Okay, so monthly is the positional. So we always waiting for a monthly positional. Fresh breakout means the previously that particular level is not broken on that particular strike price. It's called a fresh breakout, and re-entry already it broken. Maybe yesterday, a day before yesterday, or in the specified time frame. If we are taking a weekly, we are calculating from Monday to Friday that week. So it may be triggered any of the day. So that is called a re-entry, right? Hero Motor Corp is now moving 170. That is also moving higher. In coal pole, the triggers, I think it is not a liquid one. So whatever the coal pole 1700, it is liquid in call option 78, 79. Okay, I think it's right now having liquidity 76, but I don't want to take this because it is a most of the time it is a liquid in options. So I don't want to focus. Yeah, call call is bullish only as of now. 1700 call option which triggers our entry point of 76. If you wish, you can try as per my view, and it is doesn't have a most of the time it is liquidity issue, but currently it is having a liquid, no problem at all. So call call. If you wish, we can try. It's nearby our breakout entry, or it is slightly higher than our breakout. MGL is slightly liquid one. So let me check MGL. MGL 1060. It's a sudden movable stock, and we can drag that also 40. And I think right now it is not a liquid. Look at this 41, 47. Only three contracts were traded. So at this moment it is not a liquid. So simply avoid this stock. So buyer sellers gap is huge, and at this point volume is very low on this particular strike price. The current price is 1075, but even the 1060 contract which is not traded with a good liquidity, simply ignoring that. We don't want to go for this MGL. Input side yesterday triggered is about Eicher motor, it went around 260, now it is 232. Bandhan Bank, which is triggered, and Astral, as you asked, Astral is now nearing to that entry point 2000, but it is in the put side, so maybe we can try, and liquidity slightly, no problem. Astral nearing to that entry point in a put side, in almost 2000 put option 132.5. Let me go for Astral. 131, 137, I think it is already triggered. So maybe it's a fresh breakout only, 132.5 at this moment, the volume contract. So now slightly increased. 132.5 should be the breakout. It is exactly trading at the point. Even liquidity, you can check your on itself. If you are watching the depth, you can easily understood the liquidity how it is. Now IDFC is slightly increasing up. Now it is 12 rupees. It's a big move. The bank nifty is struggling and not moving well. In Nifty also be struggle at this top level. So that's okay. Based on that particular strike price 2000, 137 right now. So 3% higher from our breakout. In both Nifty and Bank Nifty now turns negative, both 18 points and 45 points. Happening on Gujarat gas. Someone was asking about the dollars. See, it's not a big move and it was very flat. No changes on this. This one slightly moving higher, 7.5. Euro motor is too smooth. What's happening? That was moving higher, na? 2,900. And it was an yesterday's trigger. Now it is continuous. And yeah, yesterday I think it is triggered around 142.3, 143, maybe at this point. We got triggered around 2 o'clock. Now it is still continuous the upside. Now it is 188. So near about 40 points that higher. So no problem. It is keep on moving higher. So we can track. Gradually increasing. Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda, something like that was good. So this week as of now we got a lot of triggers. Target. Yes, slightly moving higher on Euro Motor Cup, no problem. So from our entry point, that was moving higher. So I hope anyone who watched that trades, some of the concept which you applied. So on HDFC 1710, HDFC Bank 1710. So our breakout point is exactly at 68. Now it is trading 24. So it is about a naked trade. So if you are trying any naked trade, it's a perfect stop loss got triggered. But if you are hedging that trades, your loss would be reduced. I hope you understand how we are doing that hedging strategies along with buying that one. So if you naked, that is not an issue because you are ready to take a risk. So that will be the risk is happen. Okay, in HDFC. So remaining trades, so that a lot of trades which targeted. I don't worried about the targeted trades because we are going to learn from the loss making trades. Okay, so that one. So if you are applying, so those anyone who are watching my this live session, my students, just I given you one workout. Just think over about this HDFC as a positional trade. Okay, so as a positional trade, which we are trying to do a naked entry, that should be a perfect stop loss, no problem. So that what we are taken around 64, so 68, okay, almost 69. Now it was triggering our stop loss. Even it may be a monthly or weekly, both it's stop it, right? So as any of the student who are watching this live session, I know some of them are watching as advanced option strategy students. You can make a hedging strategy. So as we know, 1.1, sorry, 2.1 and 3.2 are SBB or FO strategies. So you can try that one, okay, in HDFC, and let me know whether comparatively the normal risk, and if you are doing hedging, how much the risk is reduced. Okay, and also be the, if you are doing hedging, that should be the fixed risk. That workout anyone can do and send it to me. And if you're really interested to learn more, you will be understanding some concept from that workout. So that is why I'm just updating here. Here we bought it. Okay, so monthly basis or a weekly basis doesn't matter. So finally it triggers our stop loss. Okay, and you know well where we can keep a stop loss. But if you are applying our hedging strategies, so 2.1, 3.2, 1.1 or FO or something like that. Okay, so this two you work out, you will understood about how the risk is reduced comparing to normal risk. Okay, so this two you do the workout and send it to me in my WhatsApp or Telegram, something you can share with me, then you will understand some interesting concept. Okay, so Euro Motor Cup, it is moving higher, and that one Motherson Sumi is right now 7.65, slightly moving. How to build up long build up stocks in a particular stock? So there is a lot of website which is available, sir. In real time also you can track, or after market hours also you can track. But if you are tracking a real time, it would be the day's data up to the time. Okay, and end of the day if you want to track, so even you can track with the NSE website, some paid tools which is required, and I will show you that paid tool, McDowell view. Before that I will show you the McDowell view, McDowell 315 minutes, and I think it is a perfect bullish from 760. I think 2 months back the stock is the top performer on our advanced option strategy, and now it is still moving higher. If you get any entry, Rakesh, based on our advanced strategy, then you can go for it. Other than otherwise, don't want to go for it. 45 is the entry point, 920 call option for live market. And this is the website. I will show you iCharts. iCharts.in. It's one of the website where we can easily find out real-time opportunities in long build-up stocks. Look at this. What are the stocks which is long build-up in LTI Mindtree, and here you can see the long build-up stocks. Okay, so I'll tell you one interesting concept. Long build-up. So LTI Mindtree, Coldpol, LAC, Motherson Sumi, Hero Motorcup. These are all the stocks long build-up. Okay. And also open interest gainers. Look at this. LTA Mindtree, Coldpol, Dixon. These are all the open interest gainers. Okay, so LTA Mindtree, Coldpol, Dixon. So these are all the open interest gainer as of now. OI loser here, and long unwinding stock, short build up stock, short covering stock, price gainer, price loser. It's a real time. I think it's not a real time paid version, it's a real time. In a free version, you will be, I think, some delay. So as of now, LTM entry is the long build up. And the short build up stocks or short build up is about Dixon, Godrej Properties, Astral. So I've seen Astral is on our list. Okay. That is also be the short build up stocks. In AU Bank, Bandhan Bank are the stock which is short build up. So this sheet will help you to find out the real long build up in a particular stocks. Okay. I hope you understood. LTM entry, Coldpol, LIC, Motherson Sumi, Hero Motorcup as of now. Okay, it's a real time update. And in even more tools which is available, so that would be a paid one, I think. So the free, this are the free access which you can use it in this particular website. If you wish, I can share you in the chat box. You can make use of the iCharts. Yeah. Risk option charts. So where you can find out a real-time opportunity in a stocks, and that we can try to get it. Okay, so these are all the things. And right now, so some of the stocks, Hero Protocol in ATC, Jindal, still Motherson Sumi 7.65. In Cold Ball is the same price, but I was not interested to take that. And the Chola Finance is the previous entry. SBIN is also be a previous entry. And right now market is very flat. ICICI Bank today triggers and Federal Bank previous day entry. What's happening on BPCL is a Monday's entry, I think. After the trigger, it went higher and now it is trading nearby the same price. IOC also one day entry, I think it went more than 5 rupees. Now it is returned back. And maybe the Stiram Transport is a nearby. McDougal also be nearby, but it is almost a higher premium. So L&T Finance holding that already triggered and that was generated with a good profit. Grasim and in the Sun Unilever in the Sun Bank also be there. So maybe we have to wait. There is a no such a big movement in the market. Once the big momentum is started, then we can get even more opportunities. Very flat market. So we have to simply wait for our position, whatever the position which we are taken. And Federal Bank is around 7.4. And if it has crossed above 7.5, so that should be opportunity. But that our trade which is already triggered by yesterday. Yeah, thank you, Anand sir. Thank you so much. So and also it is the starting of the week, so we have a higher premium. So I think that one. Look at this IDFC. Now it is 11.4 is the last traded, and buyer is asking for 12.75, and seller is quoting for 12.90. If you are holding that position, should be a huge move that can be expected. And now Motherson Sumi, as per our trade analysis, which we find out Motherson Sumi Bank Nifty still lower than 300, and that one is slightly moving higher. That is also not moved above that point, but overall market is very slow right now. It is inside between the previous day and Bank Nifty, so maybe the reason. So slightly increase on Motherson Sumi, that now around 7.85. Okay, that's good in the day high. And this one is not moved yet, but we are waiting. And ICICI Bank today is triggered and we have to wait for. And that one Hero Motorcorp, it's about previous entry, now it is moving well. So what about a Jindal Steel? Jindal Steel is about the previous entry. If you want to take, so current price is 37.41. So Jindal 590, it's a previous breakout, and if you want to take that for a retracement, now it is 43. It's not our entry point. It is already greater than our entry point. Jindal Steel. Is already greater than our entry point, what we are exactly looking for. Okay, so if you want to take a fresh breakout, so if you are watching the trades from Monday, you will understand what are the trades which given you the fresh breakout. Even in this scenario, we just avoid some stock, and that is not given you the breakout. For that kind of stock is only the Bajaj Finance this week. We are not taking a trade. Why? Because of it is started with a gap up, so it is about our entry point. So remaining any other trades, do you find out Bajaj FinServ, but it is given you retracement opportunity now 25%. It's in about to our entry point. Is there any other trade which you find out? So how many stock which given you the trade opportunity? IDFC, PNB, Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, and Hero Motor Corp. So ITC, Jindal Steel, and STFC, that is now not in this list, and STFC Bank, that was a stop trade. from 68 and now it is trading 24. Stop. Which one? HDFC. I think I don't see any other stock which is triggers our stop. Maybe around 6 to 7 stock which triggers my target. Okay, I've seen only one which is trigger my stop loss, and most of the trades which is 20% or 10% lower from our entry. That's it. But always you know well about the strategies, edging thing also you can know. So before taking into the trade, you know what is the risk involved in the trade, and if you're ready to take that risk, then you can place the orders. Okay. And if you don't want to go for a naked trade very without knowing the risky, that is why you are learning the strategies and you know the risk. And after knowing the risk, you can try to make a trade. Okay. Other than otherwise, whatever the trades which we are shown here, also we are not suggesting you to buy sell tips any. Okay, it is about informational and educational purpose. Whatever the trades which you want to try, so you can do your own analysis or own research, and then you can try to take a trades. Okay, so whatever the trades which here it's showing in this video, and the sheet, this Google sheet is also, it's not a buy sell tips providing, and it is what a tool which can be finding out the stocks list, and it is looks like a scanner or a screener which helping you to find out the stocks among the all F&O list. Okay, so it's the easiest way to find, and also you can go for a top gainer stocks in this list. That is also be going to give you such an intraday opportunity. I have already told you can use for any other charts indicators that can be helping you to find out the trades. And recently we find the IDFC and some of the stock which is about Bajaj Finance in the still in the top, and PNB, Bank of Baroda. So let me go for IDFC if I want to use. So maybe you can use any of the indicators, something like that. 104. It should be today's scenario 5-minute chart. It's deep in the money right now, so that is the reason it was not traded. Maybe at the money options. It's not possible on this Google sheet, sir. It is not. It's taken a lot of requirement to do it. But as of now, this is what the final version which you are using, and we are giving it to you also. The current price of the stock is 115. If you are tracking the market, you know well which stock is triggered or not, right? So everything is not given you. No. IDFC already given you a target, but if you want to focus for an intraday opportunity, that top stocks you can focus. That is my view. So 115 on IDFC. If you anyone who want to focus for an intraday opportunity on the top stocks is performing. Look at this. Today it started with 3 rupees, right? Even 9 point around 3 rupees. Now it is 4.75. It is about 115 call option, not about 104. Why I am taken this? I am just showing you some study. So it is about 104. That was a top performer in this list. So here I am just taking a current ATM is around 115. Maybe I just go for a simply any indicator. You know a lot of indicators, but buy sell signal where it is showing you then the super trend with the stop loss also. If I just watch it, just 5-minute chart, the top stock I was tracking here. This is what my buy entry. Okay, so instead of knowing that without knowing a stop loss, that is why I'm saying. So maybe around 3.5 is my entry based on the 5-minute super trend. Here 3 rupees is my stop, and now it is 4.7. That's good enough. Now trailing stop loss to 4.1. That's also you can do, right? If you want to try without knowing the advanced option strategy, someone who are accessing my Google sheet, so by their own. So and another one more stock is Bajaj Finance, right? 7,200, right? Assure Bajaj Finance is not about 7,200. Current price of this 7,800 or almost 7,900. What I'm going for? Bajaj Finance 7,900 call option. If entry, buy entry, fresh buy entry, I can go for. Because of huge gap up, we can see on the day in a 5-minute chart. It's about 4th of July yesterday, and today it given you the buy option. For example, only buy signal only I just go for 915, 234, and it went up to 294. So So another good intraday opportunity which we can find out by the charts. Top stocks, whatever the stock which is trading in the top, that one I just simply you can use for other charts also. That is my view. IDFC already gave a target intraday opportunity. If you want to find our top stocks, you can look at. So there may be an opportunity we can find by the charts and other indicators to get some opportunities. That is my idea. You can analyze Hero Motocorp now 160, ITC 18, now it is increased. Jindal 43, in Colpol 86. That we seen liquidity okay, but my personal I just not suggested, and not I'm looking because previously the stock Colpol is always low liquid, but today it's shown liquid. Okay, so while before taking a trade, you can just check the liquidity. Now it is almost 92, where we got it 76. The volume also we got, now it is 92. So another 20, nearby 15 to 20 points, it's moving right now. So the last is 350. That's okay, right? So every time before taking a trade, you just check the liquidity and the volume. So that will give you, because we are trying to do in options. That is very important. 45 194 on a bank nifty right now. Bajaj Finance 7870 Bharati Airtel. So 7,900 may be the strike price. In Federal Bank still on the price. And Motherson Sumi is the fresh breakout which we find out. Is it possible to change the color of already triggered stocks in Google Sheet? It's not possible at this moment. So usually identify the fresh breakout stocks. Okay. So at least if you are watching the sheet from Monday, you know what are the stocks which triggers your entry or not. I'm just tracking those. I can easily identify. I can tell you in this list what are the stocks previously triggered. I think IOC previously triggered, BPCL previously triggered, SBIN previously triggered. I know that because I'm just tracking the sheet. It's everything. It's not about a spoon feeding. At least we need to do some workout to get at least to know how to select stock, and this practice we have to know. Just remember. So SBIN 2 days back that you know well, BPCL 367.5 and IOC. Let me go to say BPCL 367.5, and I don't want to go for the charts. And entry point and BPCL is about 18.1. Okay, so 18.1. Look at this here. Here is trigger. I think around 11:15 on the day. Okay, after that now it is moving down. BPCL. I think it is triggered on 3rd July. I think Monday. Right, and IOC also triggered on the same day. So if you are tracking regularly, you will be easily understood. MFSL is seeing upside move. I think that is also be a less liquid stock. Get that. Now it was in the top level, and after this day where it started in the top, it was not moving after this move, and it was struggling in the top. So I don't get any opportunity, but if any opportunity which triggers on my sheet, I can try. Other than otherwise, I'm not waiting. I'm not going for it. The stock will be not there. MFSL. I think it's so far distance. It's not triggering our entry. There is no chances for that. But if you wish, and it was in the higher level, and it was struggling last 2 days now, we don't get any candle pattern also at this top. Usually the very big drop at this point, where maybe this act as a supply. So where the market has started correcting from that point, from 840 level, and it moves to bottom, so around 600 level. So you can see there is maybe a huge uh, supply. Okay, so here is that point, the correction from 840 to 600 level, and now again coming down to 840 to 870 level is the zone for supply. Maybe there is a chance, and let me wait. Okay, it's under a news. Very good morning. It's under a news. Okay, SDFC is the major news, and initially it went higher, now it is moving lower. So no problem. Stock, if it is a stock, it can be fall or it can be rose. Okay, both should be possible. Okay, so here is a good supply zone on Max Financial Services. Okay, MFSL. Maybe wait for a 840 if it is triggers, and there is a chances for the zone is around 840 to 870 level. So maybe you can keep your stop loss over and above 870 plus. Found opportunity in Motherson Semi on retracement. I think it is still on 7.6, right? After the 7.2, that is moving 7.6. Okay, still it's okay, 7.2 to 7.6. And Federal Bank also is slightly moving higher above our entry breakout, so 7.6. And this one ICICI now again returning to that entry point, initially 36.5 and run down to 32, and now it is moving. Okay. 7.2 is our entry point. So now you can see the IDFC is still moving higher. 14.6 buyer, 13.9 is the seller. Such a good move, and ATM option also having such a big, but still not traded due to deep in the money. If any one of the student who are taken and holding means we can hold it, but it is already triggers our target, no problem. So we don't want to write it. So whatever the trades which we got it, so you keep your stop loss in your mind, and you know well where we can keep a stop loss and targets. So based on that you can try. And only a fresh breakout always you focus. If a fresh breakout, that is always good for positional trading and breakout trading. Okay, so don't want to try for a world breakout like yesterday's breakout, day before yesterday's breakout. Maybe you can use for any other indicator to find out a retracement opportunity. Okay, and UPL still on the scanner, 690 put option we are tracking after above 36.2 on UPL, currently 27.65. So we are not going to track, only it is given a breakout. And Godrej Properties, Astral triggers, and now it is lower, and Godrej Properties, UPL, Axis Bank. So that is why we are telling you to the good liquidity is very important. I'm sure UPL is coming on bearish scanner. Maybe it is in the bearish stock. Okay, so as of now, overall market is very flat. Some of the stocks which given you some opportunity and minimum profit, ICICI Bank now and turn to the profit, right? At least 40-50 paisa, that is in profit, right? Okay, so here we find the breakout. So after that, it given you. So it's a patience, positional trade. We have to wait it. Breakout happened around 9:30. Now around 10:15. So now it is moving. Oh, it is time. So time to wind up the session. Thank you for your joining the session, and we'll meet on tomorrow's live session. I hope you enjoyed that session, and we find some trades. Maybe at the end of the day, we can update what was this thing which is happening based on the scanner, and what are the stocks which is happening. Maybe ICICI and Motherson Sumi Federal Bank, these three which I have followed and selected. Thank you for watching here, and thank you so much those who are joined on the session now. Okay, learning today. Thank you. Join today and share the link. Share to your friends if you have liked it. And I think many people who are watching. There is no likes, only one like. I think who done that. So before watching this, please hit your like button. So that will give me some encouragement to me, because no one who speak with me, but I am just talking about more than 1 hour, right? So hit your like button, and whatever the questions are about, just comment in the comment box. Thanks for your liking right now. Thank you so much. We'll meet you on tomorrow. And meanwhile, if you have any doubts or questions also, you just contact me through my WhatsApp number that is already available in this video. And thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for the session, and we'll meet you on tomorrow. Thank you for your session to joining that. Thank you, some of the two subscribers who are subscribing today's our channel. I welcome you all. So I don't know who you are. So maybe and tomorrow after I can make some thing for those who are joining my session. We can welcome them. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching this, and we'll meet you tomorrow. Thank you.